Well, I have had a good session yesterday with my therapist, and Grace gave me some suggestions for the channel. That's something you might like, something you might hate. Also, the newest guidelines from YouTube, which is that majority of the people are watching most YouTube content on their television, not the phone. What Grace suggested is that we should maybe talk more about my backstory and videos. Okay, Parasolo. By the way, thank you for being on the show. I'm glad you did return to the show. And he said the reason why that is that people like stories. And YouTube also said they'd like to see more suitable content that can be applied to people can go back to and read. What they call evergreen content. These shows don't really count as evergreen because these are more like age like milk that's been sitting in the sun too darn long. So I kind of agree with YouTube on that. And also, if we do evergreen content like videos, people can come back and watch them in a couple months, couple years, and we'll learn something useful. Oh, yeah! Which is always good for me because, we don't know what the future holds. So, we'll try doing the video this afternoon. So keep your eye open for that. Well, Nance, how you doing? What do you mean no to what? That's a good question. How you doing, Nats? Good morning to you. Good morning. So, I had Krista ask me, she said, why would you want to go to Paducah, Kentucky? Well, I told her the truth. I said, number one, I need to change the base. Number two, it's cheaper. Let's be honest. Guys, Connecticut is not the cheapest place in town. Connecticut and its sister state, California, are very expensive. And I can't afford to stay here forever. I have looked into the options of trying to find better apartments in Winston, and they're just not readily accessible. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nance, for the correction. I appreciate that. So, let's see. You can get an apartment in Paducah for about a 2-bedroom, never mind a one. One's kind of hard to find, but two-bedroom apartment for about $815 a month. Oh yeah! You know what kind of apartment you can get for the $1,000 I'm paying here? 3-bedroom. Oh yeah! 3-bedroom. Yeah, you can get a pretty nice apartment in Paducah, Kentucky. It's on the waterfront, so it's kind of nice. And they have fiber optic service. They have regular landline service. T-Mobile internet works there. And then, as I said, there's a Zipper Walmart, and there is Instacart, Aldi. I don't know about Aldi. I'll have to look. Little. I might be a little there. There's definitely a few features I like. There's a population about the size of Torrington. Okay, Torrington wasn't exciting because it's expensive and has the medium town blues. Everybody's packed in tighter than sardines. But it looks like in Paducah that's not quite as tight. Probably Noodles is live right now. Yeah, Probably Noodles is live. And that's the reason why Michelle is also not really worried about the summer right now, because the fact is she realizes people are outside. It's going to be a high of 30 degrees Celsius today and then a high of 32 tomorrow. Yes. Sausages roasting over an open fire. Lobsters nipping at your nose. Where do you want to go to, Parasol? Where are you thinking about moving to? Because I'm planning about doing it for next year, not right now. So where do you want to move to in a year or a few months in your case? What state? Or what, you don't have to tell me everything detailed. I'm not asking you to. But what state do you want to go to, and what reason? I can tell you right now, Connecticut's gotten too expensive. I can't afford to stay here. There also is a reality is that the services that Michelle needs to support services are just not in Connecticut anymore. No. You don't have anyone in Kentucky to help you or visit. I don't really have that many people that come up here in Winston either. Although I did look into Massachusetts as well. It's still expensive. New England in general is expensive. I think I need a change. I really do think I need a change. I'm 57-year-old. I've been in Connecticut most of my life. I have really haven't really progressed as much as socially. Okay, well that makes sense, Parasolo. It does make sense. Your wife wants to be closer to family. I looked into upstate New York. Like Stan CT sent me some information from Buffalo. Buffalo, New York could have been an idea, except just like with Paducah, I don't know anybody in Paducah, and I don't know anybody in Buffalo. So anything I do is a crapshoot. Doesn't matter which state you go to, because they're all going to be to me. I don't know anybody here. Probably would do fun, Ted. I don't know. Paducah's got a lot of interesting opportunities. It's a little bit of a tourist town, but there's you got the lake, you got the big river, you got I believe they have some steam. They have some river boats in Paducah. It's kind of a good spot on the eastern side of the U.S. with some really nice amenities. A lot more opportunities for low-cost living in Kansas. But we've already talked about Kansas. It's not really feasible to move to Kansas. Kansas can be great, but it can be very boring. Also, don't forget Paducah also has a mass transit. which paratransit, which I need. So that's another reason to go there. It's a developed small town. They actually need to at least move. Yeah, I deserve better. I've outgrown this favela. I need a bigger place. Can't afford to buy a house right now, but maybe I can rent a nice apartment. One complex has a swimming pool. This can be kind of nice. Yeah, but it's electric heat. Oh, but I think Kentucky's electric costs are cheaper than Connecticut's. I don't know. Pennsylvania could be a thing, but I kind of want to get away from all the Democratic strongholds. Like I said, I could go to any 50 state. It doesn't really matter. It's just the idea is to get a change of pace. Well, Parasol, that's kind of a thing. For me, it could be not a major reason to move to Paducah, but there are more opportunities to find part-time work. And the buses run from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., so I'd be able to get from different part of town to work and shopping. But they don't really have a Catholic church in Paducah that I could find. Yes, the swimming pool in the one complex does sound great. I agree. But only one complex had a swimming pool. The other complexes don't have swimming pools, but you're not that far from the lakefront or from the riverfront either. So theoretically, I'm sure they have a beach area. Yeah, I know. There is rears hen teeth in Kentucky, as most people are Baptist. That is true. That's gonna be something to keep in mind. So, I mean, we'll see what happens because it could be a thing. I mean, I'm not rushing into this move plan. I'm actually planning about it for next year. So, I'm doing the research right now and a couple different things. Number one, first of all, like I said, mention all the other amenities that I need, but I also didn't look into the issue about finding a new Catholic parish, which I still do want to find. And speaking of that, I found a video by Pope Leo the 14th. He's been putting out a lot of his own content on YouTube, as you know, sermons and speeches in English, talking about different topics. One of them is which we talked about before, cremation. He said the problem with people with cremation is it is understood that a lot of times people don't know what to do with the body. The problem is that the body is meant to be revered or respected upon death. It is not meant to be treated like garbage bags of content to be thrown into an incinerator. He said, however, we understand as a Catholic priest that sometimes there's not much you can really do. But the most important thing after the body becomes ashes and you get an urn or whatever is that the ashes should be revered and properly buried to show dignity and respect for the entities remains that you hold in your hand. For the body is sacred in the eyes of God. And so I listened to that last night with Lomi and Carmen. We were all kind of nodding with most everything he was saying. And he said the problem is that so many people treat the urn like a souvenir, or they'll put their ashes in a special locket, or they'll put the ashes and scatter it among sea and all that. He said, you understand that many of the saints that were exhumed were incorrupt. They are preserved. He said, because when you raise from the dead, you will be made perfect in the eyes of God, but your body will be totally repaired. So, me, Carmen, Lomi talked about this, and the first thing we came up with is, does that mean, said Lomi, that during the second coming, my original body in Finland will be restored to me? And Carmen said, yeah, else it means my original body will be restored to me. And let me see, what about Michele's body? It's a good question. This body was made for two. But the most important thing is me and my spouse will be separate entities, but we'll still be together. God is against cremation because it's corrupt. It destroys the body, which is a gift from God. That's where it is. It's just like Pope Leo XIV said. He also reminds people to be careful of certain Christian churches, which in many ways are just false enough doctrine to lead one to apostasy. He goes into several examples of this in that sermon, which I certainly see his point. And I said, well, the Lomi, I said, is our faith system an apostasy? She said, not necessarily. Do we not hold truth, the tenets of what Jesus taught and was taught in the magisterium? Coming to the problem is with your faith system is it expands on the magisterium. It doesn't end with any particular place. You believe in things that is now fully discussed. For example, we don't really talk about what are the mansions in heaven really like, because there are so many mansions. Heaven is vast. It's huge. It's enormous. Some will have homes in both outskirts and within the holy city itself. So, he said, watch out for those churches that come close to teaching the truth, but then basically change parts of it subtly enough. That's the devil's weapon. He changes some of the church doctrine enough that it sounds proper, and then you find out that it's totally it's misleading many. And then Carmen asked a question last night, which I couldn't disagree with. What if you were raised in that church, and your parents were raised in that church and didn't know the real truth? Are you damned to hell? Just like the Lord says, Lord, Lord. When they say, Lord, Lord, I say, depart from me, for I do not know you. But haven't we cast out demons in your name? But the truth is that some of the truth that's taught is got flaws, leading many to risk their souls to go to hell. Well, something to think about. Doesn't mean it's popular. No more than my channel is popular with all the people in the boat. Well, at least it's not kiss and cry time. No, it's not kissing time. It's not kiss and cry time. Oh, I already talked to prayer to Jesus last night. I reminded him that I still need Jesus. Yeah, I need him. But I never gave up on Jesus as my Lord and Savior. I never did. He's still part of my life every day. But it's something to think about. I was watching a lot of Pope Leo's messages last night. Just one after the other, after the other, after the other. Some of the changes he instituted in the Catholic Church are very interesting. Chris said, Gitchy, I know you don't like beers, but after listening to The Pickle, I come to realize I am at last hope of getting laid. Really? Well, the good news, Parasolo, is the Pope said as long as the urn was properly treated with religious respect, then your grandmother and family will be absolutely fine. Thank you so much.
Daily donor Blackbeard Guy DCTTYL middle finger.
I don't care. I do care. Thank you very much, Brad. Appreciate that a lot. Let's give you some extra hearts. To that. Also, Grace reminded me and actually said, please understand that a lot of stuff that Noodles is saying is trying to kind of encourage more people to watch your show. Some of the stuff he says is mainly for the show and shouldn't be taken literally. I said, yeah, I know. But sometimes he with him, you can't always be sure. A lot of my family my sister was cremated, but she was an atheist anyway. My father, I believe, had proper burial with honors. I just want to have a green burial and be respectfully return to the earth. That's just me. All right, let's get this chat on the screen. So it's something to keep in mind. It's a strange world. Also, the Eastern Gate is slowly opening up in Jerusalem, as the Pope Leo XIV affirmed. That's a big deal for both the Jews and the Christians. For the Jews, it means that they say that the Messiah will come through the Eastern Gate. And it is said that Jesus himself, in the Christian world, will return through the Eastern Gate. Speaking of Sherry, I wonder where is Sherry Jackson? Oh, there she is. Hi, Sherry. How you doing today? Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. How you doing? So anyway, the point is that we have no idea. He never said when he was going to come back. But we know what he taught in the scriptures of what conditions are likely to herald his return. Many of them are which are already in place. Where he said, I will come in as a thief in the night. I'm not going to tell you when I'm coming. We know he doesn't like date setters either. That's all we can do, Chris, is just hang in there as best we can. So, anyway, is it still going to happen with Paducah? I'm still researching it. When I move? Next year. That's my plan. That's my goal. Next year. Of course, God may have other ideas, but that's my goal. Craig says, good morning, gang. I'll be listening on the side, making breakfast and feeding Winston. I'm glad the dog's doing okay. How's he enjoying the trip? Right, the third day. Yeah, put it in the thumbs up, guys. And we're trying to do something different. As suggested by the CEO of YouTube, which is have content that can easily go back to and review the notes. And that's a good point. I'd like to see more content on YouTube. But speaking of the current year count, what's the story with the new I swear to God, that sounds more and more like the stock market. 10,850, now down to 10,807. It was down to 10,802. That was up to 10,830. It's like watching the stock market graph. It doesn't make any sense. I gave up watching that on a regular basis. It just makes me depressed. What's up, everyone? Not much, Jason. We're just holding on, just doing our show as best we can. Let me ask you a question. Let's try to get some fun conversation going. If you had the resources, not necessarily unlimited, that's unrealistic, but if you had the resources, where would you go? Where would you move to? Why would you move there? Okay, so that's the question, everybody. All 25 plus you, and then those who watch the show afterwards, same question for you. You can post in the comments. If you were to move anywhere, where would it be and why? I'll be honest when I say I really don't have a definitive place to go to. I just know is that I've been in Connecticut, New England most of my life. And that I'd like to try something new. There's Noodles. Hold on a minute. Let me get my cursor over there. There it is. Add one to chat. Hello, Noodles. The question for you is, if you had the option to move, Where would you move to and why?
I'd moved to Tennessee. I'd moved to like Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge and smoke weed, shoot machine guns, and fuck black chicks.
Okay. So you would like to move to Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the rest of you guys in the chat? I love to either move to Australia because of all the weather and landscape and wildlife, says Nance. Grace says, I'm in God's country. No mountain money would move me. Kate Senior said he'd like to go to Arizona. And Brain Dad said, I think most likely everywhere sucks. Don says, I want to move somewhere where the weather is stable always. Well, there are parts of the United States that are kind of like that, Don.
I mean,
but it's not where you live.
Michelle, if you could live somewhere where the weather was constantly like, winter, summer, fall, spring, like what season would you rather live in for the rest of your life?
I like fall and I like spring, so I don't mind those two. I love winter, of course.
You would do spring?
I like spring. I do like spring. I do like fall, and I love winter. So, would definitely probably be a place that at least has those 3 seasons to it.
All right, but if you had to pick one, Michelle, just one.
Winter.
Like I get it, but one.
I said I'd probably pick winter.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would do fall. I think I fare better around fall.
But sadly enough, there's not too many places that are winter only.
Is that even true? I don't know. Yo, Leo, I'm gonna go have a cigarette, all right?
Chris won't move because he's the Whitaker's landlord. Yes, yeah, I'm great. How are you? That's my best friend, or simple friend. They said, why homing the... They said, why Horming is the cheapest place to live? Horning. Okay.
Michelle, look, there's a truck full of chickens, Michelle. See the truck full of chickens?
I see that.
Oh, they're ducks. They're all fucking ducks, Michelle. Oh, no.
Yeah. Probably gonna go for to become a poultry plant.
Yep. You know how they kill ducks, right, Michelle? They stick a spike down their fucking throat, and they hit this artery in their throat, and they just drown on their blood. So those filthy Asians could hang them from the windows in Chinatown.
I have seen I've seen chicken processing. I think it's the same basic principle.
No, so in these Asian cultures, they want the duck head on the duck.
Well, we're not talking about the Asian country. We're talking about America. Processing of poultry is pretty much the same between duck and chicken. Autumn is my favorite here, but I can't handle the drastic changes. Gives me horrible migration sometimes. Barometric pressure changes, like an airplane when it descends too far. Same thing. Yeah, I understand that. That's how I lost a lot of my hearing, even though a lot of my hearing loss was also congenital. Yeah, so I mean, I like autumn too. As I'm saying, I like spring because spring is when things start to spring forth from the earth. I love winter too when the earth goes to bed.
Okay, Michelle, how about this weekend we come pick you up, Michelle? We bring you to a cabin in a remote area of I don't know where, right? We drop your ass off and see if you can survive for 2 days. 2 days, Michelle.
I don't think that would be a good idea to buy by myself, Niddles. I already said this. I don't think that would be a good idea at all to do that alone. I mean, if I had a person to help with things.
Like me? You want me to be there, Michelle?
I was originally thinking about Richard Me and Slingshot Warrior. He kind of agreed to it.
That fucking loser, Michelle. That fucking loser. He weighs more than you now, Michelle. See how fat he got?
That's okay.
He looks like a goddamn teardrop, Michelle. Looks like a goddamn teardrop holding a fucking slingshot, Michelle, in the woods, covered in camo.
Well, Niddles, I'm not exactly slim either.
You know, Michelle, you're the shape of a refrigerator. This guy's the shape of a teardrop.
Yeah. You mean more like something like Burks. So Dawn said, I had horrible pressure like 1,000 needles stabbing my brain. Ouch. Justin is careless. Yeah, I understand that. Big Sang
Oh, how about
said,
this, Michelle? What I can do is I can pick you up, drop you off at Nad's house, and you and Nads can go on a wild adventure. So she don't have to drive anywhere, Michelle.
I don't know how Nat's
How about that? How about that? How about that? How about we bring you to Nad's house? Just drop you the fuck off there. Nads, you'll take care of her, right, Nads?
Bruce said, once you have plucked the chicken, you never go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my cigarette, Leo. All right.
I don't know. Right now, like I said, I kind of like Bruce's suggestion that he gave, which is just
You know what? You know what? If no one's gonna go to Michelle, all right, I'm gonna bring Michelle to you. I'm gonna put you guys are gonna put your money where your mouth is. You're gonna put your money where your mouth is. Oh, you Michelle lovers. Oh, Michelle's so great. Michelle's this. Michelle's that. Okay, Nads. Nads, this weekend Michelle is coming to you. Michelle is coming to you this weekend, Nads. No, put that money where your mouth is, Nads.
Don said,
Oh, yeah.
let's see, let's make sure I get caught up here. Sherry Jackson said, Tiger, did I hear correctly that Sarah Gallo, Catfish Burks? I have no idea.
Tiger, how about we do this? How about we start putting these people's money where their mouths are? Yep. And we start dropping Michelle off at random fucking supporters' houses. Say, here she is. Here she is. Let's see what you do with her. Let's see how nice you are. Let's see how great of an MMD supporter you really are. How about that?
Said she needs transportation noodles.
Then we're going to Galaxy Eye's house. We're gonna drop you off at Galaxy Eyes. This is gonna be my content. Dropping Michelle off at random people's houses. Being like, here you go. You're gonna spend a weekend with MicheleMarieDalene, the North American snore queen. By the way, Michelle, you snore like a fucking animal.
So what, Noodles? So do you. You sound like a friggin' chainsaw.
I think it would kind of be fun. I mean, how about this? Seriously, Michelle, how about we pick someone randomly, like Nads, right? We'll just pick Nads and we'll just say, all right, well, this weekend we're gonna show up at Nads. We're gonna see what she does. We're gonna see if she takes us in. We're gonna expose her and how kind she could possibly be. Nads, we're gonna put you to the test this weekend, Nads. We're gonna put you to the test this weekend. Yep. You know everyone's gonna be watching. Everyone's gonna be watching, Nads.
I can't find a place to get pot running low. Anyone have any ideas? I'm in Rhode Island. Unfortunately, I don't think Rhode Island is one of them places that's legal. Craig.
Sherry, you've already proved yourself, Sherry. Sherry Jackson is bent over backwards for not only you, but Slingshot Warrior. Sherry Jackson has nothing to prove. But Nad's this angel that all she wants is to help you out, Michelle. We're gonna put her to the test. We're gonna put it to the test. We're gonna see if Nads really wants to help MicheleMarieDalene. How about that? Sick and tired of this shit.
Well,
You ain't getting
I know that
no rep.
I know me and Dawn talked about me visiting Dawn, but she's kind of far away from me. So I heard that Michigan has got some good stuff in Minnesota, Michigan. And Minnesota's cold and frosty in the winter, but in the summer it can be kind of hot. I really like the idea each weekend we show up with some random supporters home. That'd be interesting, Sherry. I know that we're talking about the Halloween thing too, the same idea, except I would be having you spend time with me, or at least for a few for a few days before the East or Halloween. That was what we do have planned.
Hey Michelle, do you know who Joni Portwood is?
Oh no.
You don't know who Joni Portwood is? Let's play this video real quick. I'm gonna put it in the back chat for you, Michelle. It seems like Joni has a cockroach problem as well. She does Asian her way, right? Where she I guess creates this delicious Asian dish and a cockroach. Get close.
No, that sounds too shocking. I'm not going to show that. No.
Michelle, come on. Can we play the video? It's pretty funny.
Not really interested in cockroaches. I got enough of them to deal with. It's roach season coming in now. Hey, now I got them and black flies because the door's open to the porch.
All right, then I'm gonna put the link in the chat for everyone to go check this out.
You're not gonna share a screen, right? Yeah. That's
Go check out that Joni Portwood video. Go check out that Joni Portwood. Oh fuck!
I want to know what happened if I ever went to Galaxy Eyes. Honestly. I mean, with the next thing you know, would me and her unintentionally cause the next earthquake just walking around? You're not that heavy. You're not light, but you're not that heavy. Krista, I lost my house and all I have is my motorhome. They could not afford medical bills for my wife. Yeah, I know that's a real sad thing for you, Craig. That sucks. You tried. So in the eyes of God, you did not fail. So today is going to be warm. Tomorrow is going to be 4 degrees warmer than today. So take current temperature and add 4 degrees to it for tomorrow.
Michelle, you want to talk about a topic that's taking the internet by storm? A current event topic that everyone's talking about, Michelle?
What's that?
Okay, so the question is, right, or people have been saying that we're all immigrants in this country, Michelle, right? How could we be immigrants if the definition of an immigrant, right? Can we look up the definition of an immigrant, Michelle? Before I go on this whole rant, so everyone knows what the hell we're talking about.
Immigrant is a person that enters into another country to start a new life in a new country.
Right. So how could we be immigrants if there was no country here before we came here?
Well, you could also add the Native Americans were immigrants too, because they also were.
No, they were traditionalists, so they didn't have any government, they didn't have infrastructure, they didn't have agriculture, they didn't have schools, they didn't have hospitals, etc. They never had any social programs that anyone could leech off of. They just had tradition, and they ran around this country. They didn't even have a bridge, Michelle.
Right now, I don't even see or hear a ding-dong on the screen, guys. I'm looking.
So my question to you is, how could you be an immigrant to a country that was never here to begin with?
There you go.
They were pioneers. They were settlers.
Go ahead, Grace. How you doing?
Good morning, Michelle. Hey, I was just wondering if you think we should. I think it's getting close to time where we really need to do an intervention on noodles.
Why?
How?
You seem to be getting out of control.
What do you mean?
Like you're not able to manage your life.
What do you mean?
Well, you're hungry half the time. Then when you do have money, you waste it on that fast food junk, and you're just completely out of control.
What? Because I'm not living like a hobo delinquent? All of a sudden, I'm out of control.
Then we thought you was a bald old man, but then we come to find out that you're a racist KKK member, and you're the wizard of the KKK, the Grand Wizard, and that's a white sheet over your head.
All right, so this is the thing. I don't think I'm being racist. I think I'm telling you guys the truth. You've listened to these white liberal homosexual communists for way too long, all right? And your brain has been warped.
See, listen to him rant there, Michelle. Don't you think it's time for an intervention?
Wait. I'm not making fun of anyone. I'm just clearly stating that there are homosexual communists out there that have told you that you're immigrants. They told you that you're racist. They told you many things that are not true about yourself. And you guys all bend over backwards and say, "Oh yeah, you're right, homosexual communist." That's not a curse word, by the way. That's not a racist term, homosexual communist.
Did somebody say it was? See, this is what I'm talking about on the intervention. You're just go off in these tangents that nobody can follow along with.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's talk about invasive species, okay? An invasive species is something that enters I think finches are invasive species. They find a nest and they destroy whatever's in the nest and they take it for their own. They let someone else build it, and then they come in and they attack and destroy it and basically make it their own. That's what we're dealing with in the United States. We're dealing with these invasive species of human beings.
I think humanity is an invasive species.
Michelle, it's like squatters, right? Like,
I think all humanity is actually former squatters. Actually, Noodles. Let's be honest. We move from place to place all the time, and then we don't leave it better than when we came there. We just leave it just as much of a wreck.
Right, it's like the bed bug. It's like the bed bug. You buy the bed, you make it, you sleep in it, whatever, and these bugs just infest it and like live off the fact that you created an environment for them to thrive in. They're immigrants. They're invasive. We are not, Michelle. We're proud, white, and strong, Michelle. Big ass white boys. Big ass white boys.
Let's face it.
We
we're
pollute the air, the water, and the soil every time we develop our cities.
Michelle, Manhattan was sold for $1,000. $1,000 in today's currency, Michelle. Look what we've done with it. The Indians didn't do that. The blacks didn't do it. The Hispanics didn't do it, Michelle. It was white people, Michelle. The great white powerhouse that is Europe, Michelle.
Yeah. But look what kind of a mess the white people made Manhattan.
What do you mean?
Think about it.
When have they made a mess?
Overpolluted.
What mess, Michelle?
People pissed.
Have you been to Paris, Rome, Michelle? Have you been? We take care of Michelle. We take care of stuff like the Colosseum in Rome, Michelle. You realize that should be a pile of rubble. If that was in Africa or even in South America, Michelle, it would have been a pile of rubble. But us Europeans or descendants of Europeans take care of things, Michelle.
In New York, they don't even provide the homeless with a place to shit and piss. They have to shit and piss on the sidewalk, and you're dragging.
Because there should be no homeless, and most of the homeless are invasive species. It's an invasive species, Grizz. They weren't meant to be here.
Well, still,
the truth is, is that humanity does not properly know how to do urban planning. Let's be honest.
Tina, get up here. Tina, get up here. White America. Let's go.
I don't think she has the link anymore. She can't find it.
Right, exactly, Sherry. Yeah, well, that's the homeless people, those who are white. Yes, they absolutely are. I don't think your skin color really matters if you're homeless. You're the invisible population, which is sad. It's just like Pope Leo said. One homeless man said, "Thank you for at least noticing me."
Michelle, I don't know why Noodles hates the homeless so much. He keeps on. I've seen him giving the homeless people cancer sticks. It's like he's trying to kill them.
Yeah. I never seen him even sit down with them and say, "Hey, would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like to talk for a while?"
No, I've seen him give cancer sticks. I've seen him give coffee. I've seen him. I actually seen him give one homeless guy his boots and coats. So, yeah, in reality, Noodles has helped the homeless guys. We all know this is entertainment, stuff like that. Noodles does help out.
What about homeless women? Does he help them? It could actually be helpful for him for finding a possible long-term relationship too.
Well, I want to. Michelle, can I give the link to Tina, please?
Yeah, you know how to send it to her. She's on the Discord.
No, I'm serious though, Michelle. I have seen Noodles give coats away to the homeless. I've seen him give boots away to them. I've seen him help them out a lot.
Yeah. I'm glad he does help out the homeless.
Well, we know that Noodles stages all the hate and all the different stuff that he brings in, and a lot of it is good. He has very valid point. The way he goes about doing it is for entertainment purposes.
Noodles says to me, he says, "I'm a nice guy. Why can't I find a relationship?" And I was thinking about that a little bit.
Noodles, I did see a guy in your live chat this morning. He said that you hadn't been touched by a female for 30 years, and I told him, I said, that's a lie. I seen him touched by a girl seen him touch a girl last week, and she hauled off and slapped him.
We need pure white powerhouse Tina up here. White America Tina. Come on, Tina.
Okay. Homeless Joe said, you don't know anything about being homeless. Who, me or Noodles or Grizz?
I could be homeless. I could do that real easily, Michelle. The reason why I'm not homeless is because I also know how to live in a house.
I'm
All
sorry,
you
Noodles,
people
but
don't know how to live
sleeping
in
in
a
your
house.
van doesn't count as being homeless.
Noodles lives in a house full of homeless people.
That don't count either.
By the way, how many of y'all on out there would take in homeless people like Noodles has and let them move into your house and take care of them?
Zero. None of them, Chris. But to be honest, to be fair though, I know these people. I didn't take them home.
I'm aware of that, but I tell you what, I know people here that if they were homeless, and they're my friends, I still wouldn't let them move in with me. You know, so that's why I'm giving you a kudos on that. You know,
Well,
I mean,
that's why I think Michelle's such a great person. Michelle has done this. No one ever points that out. Michelle took in Ed. Ed wasn't,
yeah.
Michelle's done this before.
Yeah, I've been homeless.
But like someone like Nads would never do it.
Nads has been homeless too.
She will never take in a homeless person. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, I have, and
Six,
I
please.
have done it a couple of times, and it backfired on me, and I won't do it anymore.
Nads, dogs and fish and cats don't matter.
Tina,
I mean,
I'm
they don't
actually
count.
looking for the dinger donger. I don't even see the dinger donger. Unless she's got the old links. BZFZR or something.
Yeah, there hasn't been no ding dong since I've been up on here.
Yeah, Ed was a mistake. That's fine, Parasol. You gotta do what you can do. What you can do. We can't help every last person in the world. It's GQQ.
Hey, I got a question to ask you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much all white, but my butthole is black. Does that make me a mulatto?
Is grow up.
What? Serious question.
Michelle, I had enough of these dumb questions from Grizz. You gotta grow the fuck up, Michelle.
Oh, it's kind of an interesting question. Right. Well, I'm watching. I'm not seeing any dinger dongers coming up here right now. She's not dinger dongering. I'm already
She's not
looking at the screen.
playing.
Grizz can let her on too. He's a co-host.
Yeah,
Good morning,
she
Gaming
hasn't been
Fairy.
up
How
here
you
yet.
doing? Good morning, Gaming Fairy.
Yeah, you got the door too?
I mean, she was up here, what, 2 days ago? And she had the link then? And it's like, we keep giving the links and she keeps losing them.
Tina, if your head wasn't attached to your shoulders, I think you would lose your head too. That link is in plain sight. You just keep on losing it. I don't know how you can. It's been given to you so many times, and you still keep on losing it.
I sent it to her privately. It's there. It's there.
And then she'll lose it again.
Well, Michelle, Tina is loser.
I mean, what's concerning me is when we have to keep giving the Tina link, is somebody one day is going to mistakenly put the link place where it shouldn't be, and then somebody who unsavory comes and takes the link and hijacks it. That's a very possibility. Yeah, I know. Let's be honest. I don't think Tina really has much to say anyway, Noodles.
So you realize that Grizz has eaten cat before, correct?
No, you're not, Tina. I'm looking. You're not here. What last three letters are you on? If you're on FZR, you're on the wrong one. Because you're not on GQU.
Noodles is pranking Tina. He sent her the wrong link on purpose.
No, this is the. I sent her this link, Michelle. I can't remember. Let me do it again, Tina. Share joining info. It says to join the Google Meets, XDX, FI, whatever.
Yeah.
You're pulling our legs, Noodles. You're messing with Tina, aren't you?
No. Tina, all you gotta do is click on the one that says HTTPS : //
No, do not!
It's the.
Don't give it out to anybody, Noodles. I mean, don't give it out on the air.
Nobody is backstage here.
And Noodles is, and Grace is watching the place as well as I am. And Grace is a co-host, so he can let you on this as easy as I can.
Supposedly Tina's backstage.
Sherry
No,
says I don't lose stuff. I hide it on myself, so every day is like Easter egg hunt. Yeah, I get that.
There's Todd.
And Tina's she clicked the wrong link.
Craig said, FC says, Craig, it breaks my heart to experience life like yours. The medical system is so parasitic that you and your wife deserve better, but your outlook is to be commended after all you went through. Yes, I agree.
Shut up.
Craig's FC said, Craig, until my mom aged into Social Security, she was paying $1,800 a month for many years under the Affordable Health Care Plan. So many experienced medical bankruptcy. It's infuriating.
Noodles, did you send Tina your OnlyFans link? And that's where she's at.
Shut up, Craig.
I'll bet you sent her the link to your OnlyFans.
Yeah, see, you're right. Nobody thinks about it until it happens to them. Which brings up a question. Why can't we fix that? there has to be a way we can fix that problem so that those horrible stories don't have to keep happening to people.
What? Right there.
How did American healthcare get to be so messed up in the first place?
Because government got involved. Government should completely get out of healthcare. They have no business in our healthcare.
Yeah, but then I think more or less isn't the insurance companies themselves that kind of made the problem worse. I mean, yes, the regulation on the government level, but what about the private insurance companies? They're in it for a profit.
Well, churches will do what they do, what they're going to do. I don't control churches. I do know that our church is set up for the people.
Okay, now we got a Bradley coming up. See? Hi, Brad. How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing it.
Hey guys.
Hi. It's GQU. Alright, now I got a dinger. Yes, that's Tina. Go ahead, Tina. This is for the last time I'm telling you this.
T-Ball.
If you can't keep this link on your file, next time you ask again, it's not going to be given to you. Because I have given it to you. I can see giving it to you once when the links change. But this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, enough is enough, Tina.
Listen. I've been trying to get up here, and I've
T-Ball.
been ringing the doorbell.
Enough is enough, T-Ball.
Alright. Nads is coming up now. Go ahead, Nads. How you doing?
Why do you black and white? Black and white. But
Sorry I can't be on the internet all day like most everybody else.
Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't hear that Tina came up and was just trying to help her.
T-Ball.
By the way, Sherry Jackson, I would love to have you come up on panels sometime. And I did send you the latest link. You got it from me. I did send you one. I'd love to have you come up sometime, Sherry Jackson. Good morning,
Dan.
Mojo. How you doing?
Hey, Mojo.
Dan, there's no pure words to that, Dan.
Good
No
morning,
pure
E.
words.
How you doing today?
Hey, B.
But I have tried several times to come up here, and no one let me on. I didn't lose the link. I kept trying to get on there.
There wasn't ding dongs or anything. I don't know why.
I think the problem is Tina gets so many links. I think she's getting mixed up between all of them.
Well, she has it. She has it now. She knows which one it is now. I called her.
I don't know your email, but Michelle has it. Yeah, I know. I have your email too, Mojo.
Okay, no, hey, I just.
Hey, Dad.
I would have to ask Sherry to let me give the email to Mojo, and ask Mojo to let me give the email to Sherry. Hi, Mimi. Good morning to you. Good morning. So,
And new noodles. White America.
White America, Tina.
That's all right, Tina. Good job.
Clan
Thank
power.
you very much. I'm glad you came by, Mimi. I appreciate it.
White America, Tina.
Clan power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone told me Tina was actually quite high ranking in the clan.
All right, I will later on. Sherry, I'll give Mojo your email after the show.
No one's supposed to know how far I am.
But Sherry Jackson, I still would love to have you come up on the panel sometime.
I'm sorry, Tina. It slipped.
I gave you the links also how you can use the phone to call into the show if it would be easier for you to use your phone to call in. I gave the same information to Dawn also, so that Dawn could call into the show too.
Oh.
White America, Tina.
White America.
Tiba.
Is that why you have all the ghosts? Because they're white?
Well, I know that.
Shut up, Dad.
No.
Auntie Jane, I know that.
Tina, is there any way that you can maybe possibly tell us a story about how the Hispanics and the blacks have ruined the area that you live in, Tina?
At least
no.
at least Governor DeSantis of Florida said no more mandatory fluoridation in Florida.
I got a new secret Discord.
Why do you need more secret discords?
It's super secret.
It's a plague, Michelle. All the secret discords.
Yeah.
They're
Only the
rampant.
coolest of the cool are allowed in. Some might not make the cut. And only I'll be the judge of that.
Good job, Brad. Good job.
Is
Yep.
it super, super secret?
Yeah. Ultra monster super secret.
It's gonna be just Brad in that Discord.
He's the only one cool enough to go into it.
That's right.
Yeah, so Michelle, what do we think about a fishing trip?
I'm not really into fishing.
Well, we'll get you into it. Ice fishing. Snow Queen on the ice fishing? Come on. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have snow tires on my walker. For one thing.
We'll get you the snow tires. Don't worry.
Brad will pull you on a sled.
Yeah, like a snow dog. Balto. Mush.
Nina.
Huh.
I still have to install disc brakes in my walker too. I never got those installed yet.
Auto walkers.
I would. Okay, about that. There is no Mexicans in my town.
Aren't
You chased them out?
Nina?
Brad, why would anybody go fishing for ice cubes when they can just go down to the grocery store and they can buy them?
Yeah, let's go hunting. I'm gonna go hunting at Shoppers.
You can borrow my van.
Oh boy.
I wonder if anybody actually goes
Hey
hunting
Bradley,
with
what do you
slingshot.
know about Kentucky?
What do I know about what?
Kentucky, the state.
I know it's some place where a bunch of hicks live.
I don't think it's a good idea to do that.
Kentucky? Fried chicken.
It's very beautiful there.
Oh, it
Because
is beautiful. I saw the pictures of some of the lands that are for sale up there. It's...
Tina just likes it because the KKK hangs out there.
That's right.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I don't think I'd be able to drink that much sweet tea though. I think my A1C goes through the
You're in
freaking roof.
Kentucky?
Well, next year I was thinking about moving to Paducah
Kentucky?
because
Everybody
I need
talks
to
like this
change.
around there.
I've been here long enough. I want to go to someplace new. You know, there's more support services out there for me, for people who are multiply handicapped like me. So there's more out there in Paducah, and the prices are cheaper too. Housing.
Oh, is that the plan?
It's the plan for next year,
How
July.
you gonna, are you just gonna like up and move there and like start over?
Pretty much start over.
Are you just gonna leave all your old furniture and throw it out?
No, I'll probably take it with me. Just because if I get an apartment, I'm gonna need a place to put it. I'm gonna need a place to sleep and
You have to
eat,
get a
excrete.
moving
And,
company for all that time. Or like you could get a pod.
well, if I can get a driver, maybe I can just rent a U-Haul.
There you
Or
go.
maybe I can get in
Once you live in
contact
a
with
pod.
pods.
Yeah, maybe Noodles could
And-
drive for you.
Michelle, you can just live in
Oh,
a
Noodles
pod.
could drive. That's absolutely
Yeah,
sure.
live in a pod. Yeah. Get a air conditioning unit cut in the side of it. Boom, good to go.
You can live in there.
Yeah.
Well, one apartment complex I'm looking at does have air conditioning. It's got a
I
gas
hope so.
stove in the kitchen and gas cooking, gas heat, gas hot water. Then it looks
Gas.
like a pretty nice apartment.
How much a month you talking?
$815 for a
included?
2-bedroom.
See, I told you could do much better. Is it utilities included?
No,
No? Yeah, you gotta. Well, then it's gonna be like.
but it's a 2-bedroom.
Is it in a black area, Michelle?
No, it's not. I don't care if it's for black people. I don't care if it's black or white or green people, or if they're more blood elves.
Okay.
What about purple people?
You say that now, Michelle.
Yeah.
I just want to find a place that I feel safe and that is affordable, and that there's an opportunity for me to get finally the support services I need for my Asperger's, my eyesight, and my hearing.
Hope you don't
Section
like your
8.
patio furniture, Michelle.
Michelle,
Steal your
didn't,
furniture.
Michelle, didn't the Puerto Ricans bring all those cockroaches in there to 112 Main Street?
Again, I don't know much about this apartment complex. I just know is it looks like it was recently renovated. It's got gas cooking, like I said. It's all one floor. It's all one level. That's kind of nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's a 2-bedroom too. So I could theoretically have a roommate because I'm not in Section 8. So I could get a roommate to come in with me if I really wanted to. Or I could use the second bedroom as a studio.
Are you going to get a roommate?
What?
I said, are you
He already
going to
has
get a
two,
roommate?
Tina. Come on.
I'm thinking about maybe a roommate. Yeah.
She already has two.
I don't know.
One seats the couch.
I don't think Dory wants to move anywhere near there.
Yep.
But like I
Chiba.
said, I'm planning in the buffer next year, so that's my goal.
Oh, okay.
But you know how things change around here. You know, it's a little
Yeah.
bit bigger in square foot than this apartment.
You should
Not-
try and get. You should try
Not
and
much
get an
bigger,
apartment.
but you know, for $1,600 you can rent a house, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Three-bedroom
like a
house.
whole
You can rent a
house.
3-bedroom house for
Stories.
$1,600 a month.
The works.
A house.
Yeah.
A casa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another option. We could rent a house with a garage.
Yeah, garage.
Michelle, you could afford more if you got Lumi and Carmen to pay their fair share. You already got people living with you, so I mean, make them pay up. They need to share.
Yes, it's the house I
like I
was
said.
looking at for $1,600 is a 1 floor. Yes.
Michelle has 2 roommates. One sleeps on the couch.
Michelle,
Yeah,
why don't
sure.
I just sell my house and move in with you?
We need a
Michelle?
separate body. We need another physical
There,
separate body to be share the house. And we go for a house for $1,600 a month.
Noodles,
Michelle,
that's an
if I
awesome
sold,
idea.
yeah, Michelle, if I sold my house and moved in with you, Michelle, we could run that place, Michelle. Jimmy would be bending over backwards, Michelle,
Y'all
doing
Yeah.
everything for us.
put in chat
We
if
can
you
tie Jimmy up.
Noodle selling his
I'm
house.
thinking
the
about
lower
going
rent.
to Paducah, Kentucky.
Michelle,
Kentucky.
money talks, Michelle.
Yeah, and
Jimmy
Kentucky
is
Jimmy
the
walks.
word.
doesn't want to sell. Well, maybe he would sell the building if you offered him more than $350,000. That's what he paid for this place.
It's too much for that junk.
$350,000 for a fucking tenement apartment? That's crazy.
For
wow.
10 apartments and 3 storefronts.
That's crazy. You know what, Michelle? Maybe I should buy that. Maybe I should sell my house. I'll buy that fucking place. I'll
He came
fucking get a
upstairs
Cumberland
originally
Farm.
to the owner with an attaché case full of $100 bills. That's how he originally paid him.
Who's a competitor to Cumberland Farms? Who's a competitor to Cumberland Farms? Wawa or 7-Eleven? We'll put a 7-Eleven
Royal Farms.
right underneath.
Extra
Michelle.
Mart is the nearest competitor to Cumberland Farms.
That's what we're going to put underneath that place. We're going to buy that place. We're going to turn it into a humongous money maker. We're going to steal money from Cumberland Farms.
You know, it would be awesome if they had a Buc-ee's. I know Buc-ee's is eventually moving north. I think they have one now in Ohio. That would be interesting if they ever put a Buc-ee's in Winston.
Yeah, let's get a Buc-ee's underneath 112 Main Street, Michelle.
Buc-ee's would probably just buy the whole lot and just buy multiple lots and turn it into one big giant Buc-ee's.
And I'll install like a dummy waiter, Michelle, so you can just get up and down from your apartment down to
We need a proper
Hey, yeah.
we need a proper elevator with proper 3-phase power to run it. This building is only wired for 2-phase, so it's not wired for 3-phase.
Hey, that sucks.
Para, how would she even know that until she moves there? She's not thinking this through.
Who's not? You?
Roommates are always a dicey proposition, as I found out with Ed and Dory. And I knew Ed and Dory originally, so...
Michelle, why don't we just all sell our places and move in with you, Michelle? So you don't have to worry about any more bills. Rolling fan.
You'd be rolling in the money.
You know, Tina, why don't you and your 3 boys move on in with her?
I don't have 3 boys.
Or 2 boys or whatever you have.
I have 2 boys and a girl.
Well, you could all move on in.
I didn't see any 4-bedroom apartment houses for rent that were affordable for me. I wanted to keep it simple for now.
Yeah, 2-bedroom is good for you.
I don't know. That's not enough room for your kids, Tina.
Nothing, Jason. We're just talking about Paducah, Kentucky.
Paducah?
Paducah.
Okay.
Interesting name for a town, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder what the local slang for it is. Saduka? Sucka? Suck up Kentucky.
Paducah. White America.
There's a super Walmart in town, too. Which is kind of nice.
There's
And they have
Walmart
Instacart, and there's Kroger, and there's, I think, Food Lion, and a few other stores.
As long as you have a Walmart, you're okay.
Yeah. Grubhub, Uber Eats, Instacart still exists, but I don't know if they have an Aldi or a Liddy though. Little. So I don't know if they have a Little. But I don't have a Little in Winston either, so it doesn't really matter. Kroger is pretty well-known chain, so there might be a Safeway. If I had a guaranteed person that could help pay for $1,600 for a 3-bedroom house, we could rent a house. Most houses are 3 bedrooms. There's not too many 2-bedroom houses or 1 bedrooms.
But Tina and her daughter could take 1 bedroom, and the 2 boys could take the other bedroom, and then the 3rd bedroom is yours, Michelle. I think it's a great idea. And both the kids are also really into gaming, so I think y'all would get along good.
I think my boys would get along with her.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't eligible for the grant though, for 10,000. I guess my YouTube job isn't considered remote enough.
The one question, Michelle, I got to ask you is: do they have internet in Kentucky?
Yeah, they do. They have fiber. They have DSL. They have cable. They have T-Mobile 5G home internet, which I got here. So internet is covered. Paducah has like at least two fiber optic internet providers. They also have a regular analog telephone service too, which is good because I want to keep one home phone number. Yeah. Well, it's not really my fault. At least when I know during the second coming, I'll be given a new body and I'll be able to help Michelle out.
Well, Lumi, you should be helping Michelle with the rent anyway.
Well, I can't get a job. I don't have a green card. I don't even have a bank account. I don't have anything.
You're an illegal immigrant, Michelle?
So you're just freeloading off of Michelle.
I'm not illegal. I was born here. That's one thing that's different.
Oh, Carmen's illegal.
No, Carmen's legal. She came here legally when she moved into Hollywood. She came in. She filed all the paperwork and everything. She actually had her proper immigration paperwork when she moved into Hollywood. Yeah, she did.
But are they up to date? They have to renew those green cards every so many years.
Yeah, that work visa's got to be ran out by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle, I think that Lumi and Carmen are both freeloading off of you.
They're very toxic people.
No, I'm not upset. If you want to see upset, I'll show you upset. But right now, you haven't quite pushed my buttons yet. But the point is Michelle is looking into all of this stuff, guys. Yes, I did get that impression that there was flooding because it's near the river. I mean, you could have a houseboat on the river if you want to, but right now, I think for the immediate point is I think renting an apartment is probably the most feasible option at this point.
Don't worry about pirates, Michelle.
I think that would be interesting, though.
Maybe.
If I got a question. What is it? Okay, you know those fold-outable houses you were talking about, like with Grizz, right? Could you put those on pontoons and float it in the river? They weigh about 9,700 pounds empty. Right. So how much buoyancy would you need to put that thing on the river? I'm not a naval person. I can't tell you. I'm not a naval architect. Does anyone know the answer to that?
It could be done, but I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think it's
you can do anything.
You know, those houses aren't meant to flex all like they would on a boat.
Yeah.
I don't think they're even made to live in, for that matter.
No, they are not made to live in. They're made for short-term rentals, like 2 or 3 days at a time.
Yeah.
Actually, I was told, from one family that lives in those things full time. But again, it's on land, not on water. That they're pretty good for most people.
People live in camp trailers too. You know, that doesn't mean it's a good idea. It does, you know, and they don't last when people do live in them.
Well,
some people live in tents on the sidewalk. That's not great.
Nat said, FC, I absolutely would be interested in that if Craig is comfortable to share. I've heard from almost everyone how he's sacrificed so much for his soulmate. I do. It's absolutely a love story. Absolutely.
Oh.
It's an amazing love story. And he's an amazing man. Yes, he is. I ever said that's many nice of you guys. That's mighty white of you guys.
That's right, Jason.
Well, I mean, the thing is that if we started doing our show in Kentucky, that'd be actually really interesting for people because there would be a chance to see other parts of the country other than the East and West Coast, which most people seem to know most about the United States.
Michelle, I've never seen any of Winstead.
Oh, you do. Once in a while. It's just a small town. It's not really much. It's like about 4,000 to 8,000 people residents. The peak is in population is in the summer. We only have 8,000 people here. It's not a bad town. It's just that it's a little small, and the support in Winston is limited for people with multiple disabilities. It just is, you know. FC has been in Winston. He knows what I'm talking about. There's not much here.
I didn't know that.
Hi, Rambo. How you doing? Oh, I can bet.
Your town has to be bigger
A houseboat
than my
is
town.
definitely not cheap. Oh, I'm
Michelle?
sure Winston is bigger than your town, Tina. I'm sure it is.
I'm just saying, I only have one stoplight.
Yeah.
In a town with one stoplight, do you even stop at the stoplight?
Only if somebody's looking.
Yeah. That's
And
right.
also the Baptist Medical Center's in the same town in Paducah, so you can go
Yes.
get medical care as well. So that's a plus. So it's a Baptist Medical Center.
Try the other one.
It looks like Kentucky has got rolling hills. It doesn't have any mountains as much. But you know, it looks nice. My mama lives in this nice village about a half an hour away by car. And you know what, Michelle? If you eventually buy the e-Brook, you'll be able to go places. Yeah, definitely. $3,500 for an e-Brook.
Yeah.
248-volt batteries on it, just to make sure that you have a spare tank of volts just to get going. In a place like Paducah, that'd probably last a while. And you'll be able to just charge it in the backyard. Because one of the places, the houses have for rent, has a garage. So you'll be able to park in the garage every night. And that's important too.
Good question.
Yeah.
Michelle, you got anything planned for the night show, or you just winging it? Just painting
just winging it like usual on Saturday.
It's Thursday though.
I know.
Oh, okay.
We don't have a night show on Thursday.
Oh, really?
No,
How do I not
really.
remember this stuff yet? I don't understand.
I might do some videos. Because YouTube is saying right now is that they would like to see more people do some more landscape, and realizing that the people want to see it on TV, and they want to see maybe a video of 30 minutes or so, like our vlogs used to be, Cumberland Farms.
Huh.
I don't want to live in a really congested city. I really don't. There's a lot of reasons why I don't want to live in a super compact, super congested city. That's one of the reasons why I don't really feel comfortable in New York City. It's just too much for this country bumpkin. I can't handle New York City. New York City is just too much. I would never be able to do New York City. I even hated Torrington. So Paducah is about the same population as Torrington. I don't think it's any more spread out than Torrington. But, you know, I definitely want to have some country feel.
I went from a busy place to a small place, and I hate how slow it is here, but I think if I went back to a larger city, it'd stress me out.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying, because that's why I originally fled Torrington when the opportunity came.
Yeah.
Because Torrington was just too much. That's the one downer about Paducah, is it's 25,000 people. Depending on how spread out it is, it may not feel like 25,000 people. I really do like towns like Winston, but if the support services I need don't exist, then it's really a deal breaker for me. I don't have a choice, Michelle, but I do love my city. Yeah. I live in a congested city, but once you leave, there's the countryside. Yeah. We don't have to do the vlogs at Cumbies. We can do the vlogs right on our own porch. And today's going to be high of 30 degrees Celsius, which is kind of an advantage. I can still do the vlogs on the porch. Go with
Michelle, nobody knows Celsius, and you know that very well.
Well, you know, basically, you know the sound of sausage is frying in a skillet. That's pretty much how hot it's going to be. I mean, it's not as hot as Morocco, but, you know, it's hot enough.
That explains to me better than Celsius does.
Yeah. It's humid. It's right now, it's not too humid right now, but it's going to be very hot. So 30 degrees Celsius, just roughly, is about 88 degrees Fahrenheit.
How do you know that, Noah? How do you know that?
How do I know that? I do conversions in my head all the time.
Oh, okay.
I have to mentally convert to and from.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Does it?
No, do they?
In Paducah? I didn't even look into that about how much about as far as the activities in the city for the intersex. But me and ChatGPT went through all the pros and cons of Paducah, and it looks like a pretty good match for me for the most reason for all the support services I need. Even my therapist thought a place like that where I've been researching may be a good thing where I can get the support teams I need.
Connected your phone.
If you want intersex activities, you should move to California.
No, can't afford it.
Michelle, you don't have sex. What are you talking about?
No, intersex activities.
Hermaphrodites. Yeah. I think he's talking like a singles club for intersex people. I don't think they have a lot of those in Kentucky.
In Kentucky?
Yeah, they get some snow, Rambo, but not as much as Connecticut. But they do get snow in Kentucky.
They don't use clubs in Kentucky. They just go to the backyard.
Oh, is that how they do
It's
it?
more like Alabama.
It's more like Tennessee. Tennessee's right below it.
Well, my family is from Kentucky.
Yeah, mine too. It's sad.
Actually, I think Tennessee, Michelle, is west of Kentucky. It is. Oh, okay, so it's not below it. But it's right below Pennsylvania. Nats knows that place.
My people.
Do you like Kentucky?
Yeah.
My biggest problem is I think Kentucky likes deep fried food. That's going to be a real bad thing for my weight. Oh.
Kentucky, they have Maryland fried chicken out there.
You see what Mojo said, Michelle? It's your arch enemy.
They also have horse track, Kentucky Derby, baby. And not so much in Paducah, but they certainly do love the horses in Kentucky.
Yeah, they do.
They really love those horses.
Yes, they do. Now, don't go to West Virginia because they like their own cousins, you know.
West Virginia's getting built up real big. I'll tell you right now, when I go out to
West
jobs
Virginia
out there,
is really getting to be very
really
popular
big,
right now.
built up areas where a lot of tech people live. So a lot of Americanized Indians from India live up in West Virginia now. You'll drive through a little area where it's like run down and like real Hickson bucket lip, and then all of a sudden it'll be like these ritzy McMansions. So it's not long before West Virginia turns into a metropolis.
Yeah.
We used to live in Blair, Ohio, and that's right beside West Virginia.
Go up like Harper's
all
Ferry,
makes sense now,
Charlestown. Things are changing.
Yeah. Well, I know one person that lives in West Virginia there. Their name is Fox. I forgot her first name was. Oh, Jesus.
What, the Grease Man? They took his ass off. They took his ass off the air.
Can we have a segment every show where we listen to one Alex Jones conspiracy theory?
Well, one of the things is right now is, as I said, I'm planning this for next year to move. Not right now, but I'm researching it. I mean, the apartments are cheap. The land on some of the real estate agent sites looks inexpensive per acre, and so right now I'm thinking about renting an apartment for now, and then working my way up to either buying or renting a house.
You know that buying a house is cheaper than renting?
Yeah, but it takes a long time. It's a big commitment.
30-year ticket, but yeah,
Yeah.
I want another house.
Me too. I'm saving.
I'm trying to save money too. My therapist told me, by the way, that she has the same problem in her teeth that I have, which kind of surprised me.
She has a wrecking ball tooth?
She says she's been using. I don't know if she has a wrecking ball, but she says she has the same periodontal issue. I said there's nothing really to be ashamed about. It's not really your fault. She said no, it's not.
You know how you solve teeth problems, Michelle? You pull them all out.
Yeah, like Granddad.
That's right.
Yeah.
Then you can give gummers down at the glory hole.
That's right. Then you can make money too.
Oh, she suggested I should just rinse my mouth out with hydrogen peroxide. I said I've done that a couple times. Right now I'm using Listerine, but
I told you about coconut oil.
She didn't say anything about coconut oil.
Yeah, well, she's not a dentist either, but neither am I. So.
Well, I know, but right now we're waiting for the new teeth regrow method that they're working on now.
Yeah, Michelle, Jason has a good point that Kentucky has cheap tobacco. They probably grow it. You could just go eat it straight out of the
grow it there, yes. Tobacco is one of the crops they have, along with cotton.
Yeah.
You could just go graze on it like a cow out in the fields.
And I heard that some of the Kentucky lemon are pretty cool too.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah, some of them.
They got hot accents, that's for sure.
They certainly do. Gaming Fairies from Kentucky, she has a nice accent, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But she's a lot further down than me. She's near the border. Lower down to Kentucky than Paducah. Paducah is a little higher up.
Paducah.
Michelle, I just discovered I have my own powers to control. What Mother Nature, I have the ability to control humanity.
All right, change your handle, Moose.
Well, just said I had a dream about a raspberry bush last night. Oh, raspberry bush?
That doesn't seem like a very interesting dream.
I mean, does anybody have an idea what a raspberry bush in a dream means?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I still do it. Yeah. Not as much as I used to, but I still use it. I used a can about a month and a half. There's only one thing. Does anyone know if Kentucky you can buy Mary Jane?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it's legal in Kentucky or not.
You can't in Indiana, I know that.
If you smoke cigarettes, don't you realize you swallow the smoke too? That's very true.
Back.
No. Anyway, so. Oh, my back. All right. Ed and homeless Mike had a thing for a while. Jimmy. Right now, all I know is that if I move out, Jimmy's gonna be kind of heartbroken because I'm the last of his people that have lived here the longest. So Jimmy knows that originally I wanted to try to acquire this building, but he kept saying no. So sucks to be you.
How long have you lived there? How long have you lived there?
18 years.
Oh, okay. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is. Do you realize how much rent I paid in 18 years? I could have bought this. I could have bought a nice single-family house by now.
Yeah.
Figure it, $700 a month. That's what my rent was for a long time, so I'm gonna stick with the $700. $700 a month, 10 months is $7,000. And the other 2 months in is $1,400. That's $8,400 a year times 10 years is holy crap, $84,000. 20 years, it would have been like $160,000, $168,000. Do you realize how kind of house you could have bought? Pretty basic. Pretty basic.
Yeah. You could have been owning a house by now.
So far, Rambo, he hasn't done anything to update the apartments, really. Just put a new coat of paint on the walls.
That's it.
No new appliances, no new nothing. Maybe occasionally a new floor. That's about it. Like I said once before, I'm tired of renting long term. I mean, but for right now, if I go to Paducah, I might have no choice. For the time being. A berry farm? I don't know. Does Mojo want to start a berry farm? Well, that's a good question. Is Mary Jane legal in Kentucky?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It doesn't really matter. I don't really use it. So
I don't use it, so I don't know.
right. Well, he just rented out. Had like one vacancy that didn't stay vacant very long. He's not doing anything with the empty storefronts either. They're still empty. He put tiles in one, but there's still no renters in it for commercial renters. It's been vacant since the Salvation Army left.
Well, how's your friend that lives there?
How's my friend that lives where?
In the apartment building.
There really is nobody in my building that's my friend, except maybe the wife in number 10 with the husband just recently died. From a heart attack. I know her, but I'm really not that well. I don't really know her that well. Her name is Mary, that's all I know. Oh, Robert and the other one, Lynn, I don't know if they're still there or not. That's kind of confusing. Because I don't know if Robert and Lynn are still there. So, family of 3, I really don't know much. Family of 4, I only know vaguely. Stephanie and her boyfriend, I don't really know them that well.
Ebony.
Stephanie, oh, Ebony, she lives in the next building over.
Oh, okay.
She's taking care of her mother again. I guess her mother decided to work with her after all.
I thought her mother fired her.
Oh, her mother basically fired her, supposedly, and rehired her again.
Okay.
You know, who make any more jingles? No. Grandma said you're too old, probably too broke to buy a home. MMD. There's a lot of keep up and it's expensive. Everybody keeps telling me that. I know that. Rambo. Oh my god, do I know? Look, that's another reason why I'm saying I'd have to go in with another person. A friend I trust. As a roommate.
Yeah.
So, put your late brain dead. I got to go. People stay crazy. Okay, Jason. Well, this morning so far the show's been pretty good. We got a viewer engagement of 17 minutes 6 seconds, 155 views, 13 likes, $2 donation, 26 people on right now. Right now, it's only on YouTube. It's not on any other platforms. That's why you don't see all bot tricks and restream like pooping all over you guys. Yeah, I understand that, Bravo. Don't trust anyone. You're right. That's one of the reasons why I'm gotta be careful. Tiger was here earlier. I don't know where Tiger went now. Well, she was in the chat earlier today. No, it's still interesting though, how it's gonna work out. New environment, new people, new possible YouTube content. But if I like to be the infusion of energy that this channel needs. I mean, let's see. How many? What's the latest subscriber report?
Yeah.
Going okay, I guess. 10,811. So, like I said, there's opportunities in other states I do want to know about. And I'm not going for subsidized housing, so you can go kick that idea to the curb. 55 plus housing, maybe, with a twist. Here's a twist. If anyone tells me to go get a trailer in a 55 community, I'm going to be very damn clear when I say this. I want to buy the land the trailer's on. I don't want any apartment trailer mobile home park to tell me I have to move my house out just because they want to later sell the land. Okay? I don't want to deal with a homeowners association. And ideal long term, I don't want to have to be renting for the remainder of my years. I just don't. I want something that has equity. Yeah, we're gonna get that tomorrow. 32 degrees tomorrow, overcast with lightning. So it's not gonna be super great. But today is gonna be mild. It's sunny. It's 30 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty good. What do you think, Grace, about where you think would be the best place for a person with my disabilities be? I think it's just listening and doing this work. Okay. Well, Roy, I mean, it's been okay. It hasn't been too excessively hot. We have been keeping our own. Okay, Craig. Maybe on the way to your next destination, if you want to quickly drive by and come up and say hi. I know you probably can't handle 3 flights of stairs. That's probably not going to happen. But maybe we could meet up somewhere, talk. Craig Senior, if you want. So, Hulk Hogan died. Okay. I wasn't necessarily wrong about Elton John. Let me just explain what little information I can find. He is in the process of dying. He's not dead yet, apparently, according to one source. So I'm sorry if I said something yesterday that sounded like he was already in the casket. I was misinformed. Could be a lot of people in our generation that are gonna go bye-bye, unfortunately. That's the one thing, the more you get older, you realize, age catches up with you. When all your friends and favorite celebrities pass on and you're still living, reminds you that your time, that the Grim Reapers can be sharpening his scythe to take you down too. Well, that's not what I read from his partner. Could there be multiple Elton Johns? I don't know. This is where it gets confusing, guys. I try to keep up with all the different names. Yeah. Oh, heart attack for Hulk Hogan. And he's always tried to keep healthy too. How you doing, Brad?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right. Let's see. What was Craig's latest message? So Nat said, "Later, Craig. By the way, did the CFC asked if you'd be interested in something?" I don't even see a message from Craig here. He said he was moving on. Oh, okay. Yeah, 71 is kind of young. Unfortunately, you don't always get a final say what's going to happen to you.
Where'd the other goobers go?
Yeah. Well, Gris is still here. Muted. Tina's still here.
Tiba? So I got this drink.
I'm just getting ready for my doctor's appointment.
Tiba's ready for her close-up. What's that doggy doing?
Barking at Jeffrey.
She hates Jeffrey. Jeffrey! We're having a cherry cola Olipop biotic thingy. Tastes pretty good. Doing a red light review on
So Bradley, let me ask you a question,
Michelle
just
show.
because I'm just curious where you live. What towns do you think is best suitable for a person on a low income?
A low income 15-minute town. You know what a 15-minute town is, right?
Yeah, actually 15 minutes out of a major city, right?
Yeah. Somewhere that's like everything's walkable. If you seriously had to, you could walk to your doctor for your appointment.
Right,
You could walk
it's like
to the store to
Winston,
buy
yeah.
what you need. You could walk to your dentist for your dentist appointment. You could walk to your hair people for your hair thingy. I don't know what that's called, because I don't ever. What is that? When you go to get your hair done, Michelle? What's that place called?
Right, hair
Style.
salon.
Hair salon. There you go. Yeah, like everything like that would be within 15 minutes. So somewhere that's low income, built for a low income, economy, with everything within 15 minutes.
Right, but the one thing that kind of skews all your numbers is the major cities like Baltimore and Annapolis.
Yeah. Well, Maryland is the major metropolitan area of the capital of the nation, so nothing around here is cheap.
That's the thing that really is kind of a downer for me. Because you see, I can't really. I mean, Connecticut ain't cheap either. It's just like its sister state of California and Colorado.
Which is ridiculous.
More like California. It's expensive as heck up here.
I don't know why. There's nothing up there.
No, it's because it's between Boston and New York City. That's why.
See, that's just crazy.
Yeah. But that's just reality. That's just what Connecticut is.
Connecticut's like the state you go to if you were like in witness protection.
Yeah. No, probably not. If you really were in witness protection, you probably would go to a place like Kentucky.
Well, yeah, Kentucky too.
I mean, I don't know much about Paducah either, but I mean, if I'm looking at the stats and looking at what it provides for services I need, it looks pretty promising. But, I mean, I looked at other states. I mean, Briggs has World According to Briggs also suggested going to Kansas, which, if you go to some of the bigger Kansas cities, the crime rate is ridiculously high.
That's why you carry a gun.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You carry a gun, and you realize your mailbags may not be there when you're not looking. Especially Kansas City. Yeah, you gotta go where the place is safe, but I mean, like, Paducah is kind of in a nicer location because it's still on the eastern side of the Mississippi. I say Mississippi's cheap too. So is Alabama. Except the heat, the bugs. The bugs are unionized and huge, and I don't want to deal with huge bugs. I know that they would suggest Minnesota, Minneapolis. Well, that would have been an idea. Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah, but Minnesota is like super, super liberal.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, like
I don't so much mind the liberals, but it's some of the stuff that they propose. It just kind of goes beyond. To me, I would like to live in a state where it's kind of moderate. Perfect for the Purple Party person that wants to believe in a little bit of moderate conservative. Not to get into too crazy liberal stuff.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Yeah, heavy snows,
I mean,
and in the winter it gets snowed over a lot, iced over a lot in Kentucky.
That'd
Yeah,
be right up your alley, though, because you're the snow
or in
queen.
Kansas. Yeah.
So I got a C4 grape
It's a very Kansas is a very windswept state. It's flat and flat and flat like a pancake. It's
Kansas?
not very much hills.
Chili?
Yeah. Well, Paducah can be very. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks. Everyone I know from there couldn't wait to get out of there. Yeah, it's kind of like spread out. But so it's kind of like semi-rural, suburban. It's not. Nothing's perfect, guys. I mean, it's just like the song by Yogi's Ark. Finding the perfect place. What is the perfect place? Going back, staying where you were. I'd like to see some other parts of the United States. I've been in Connecticut most all my life. That's just fine. But kind of like one movie I saw one time, it says the problem is the reason why it seems so jaded to you is because you lived there all your life. I forgot which movie it came. The line comes from with trying to market New York City.
Aardvark?
And it's a story. I forgot which one it was. Was it How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I don't know. Actually, in the end, she didn't lose the guy in 10 days. He stayed with her. That's right. They eventually started to consider getting married in the end of the movie. Belgium is flat and windy. That's how the Kentucky gets slammed. Yeah, I believe it. Well, maybe me, and you, Gaming Fairy, can look for other places, more knowledge from you about what would be a good place.
The chicken is on your platter. Yeah, Hulk Hogan just suffered a cardiac arrest.
Maybe
Let me tell you something, brother. Hulk Hogan's heart was straight crap.
Why is that? Oh, I mean Hulk Hogan's heart? How so?
Because it failed him, brother. And now he's dead.
Yeah. We don't know what he's been eating. We don't know anything about his
heart. He'll be
heart
wrestling
either.
on the big stage in the sky.
Yeah,
there's a couple other people.
Maybe he's co-host. Maybe he'll be co-hosting a show with the late Rowdy Piper. Maybe they'll be doing a cage match in heaven again.
Too much steroid and cocaine, brother.
Probably. Well, like Brad said, Maryland's kind of expensive because of the fact this is kind of it's Indianapolis and Baltimore that really sends the prices up there.
I'm going to go for right now. I'm in the van.
Yeah, get on out of here.
All I know is that now Hillary and Bill Clinton are basically got their butts in a sling right now because of the investigation by Pam Bondi. So I don't
wait till they go into cardiac arrest.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen with those two, but if she indeed is guilty of working with Epstein, I wonder what's going to happen to her. She's a scum anyway. Good luck at the doctors, Tina. I hope it goes well. Ronda Rousey. Okay.
Ho Hogan.
So, Gaming Fairy, maybe you could give me and a DM a recommendation some towns to look for, because I know Kentucky's huge. I mean, it's, Paducah
like
does
Kentucky?
got a lot of good things in there, but you're right, it's pretty flat.
The Plains, the Great Plains.
I still support Trump.
I don't support Flatlanders.
The only thing is I don't know why Trump decided to use such a dark brown marble in Trump Tower. I thought that was kind of a little bit dark, a little dingy looking.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
Northern California is quite moderate as far as political values and stuff. And they have, there's a lot of towns in Northern California. You get on the coast, it's not too severe summers. So I'm going to suggest there, because California does offer a lot of help on these kind of disabilities. I think it would be a great state for you to move to. And if you move close to the area where Galaxy was, she could help you get settled in and teach you the ins and outs of the area.
She's in Los Angeles area, Grizz. She's in LA.
Huh?
She's in the LA area.
Oh, I thought she was in the San Francisco area.
No.
North of San Francisco.
No, she's in Huntington Beach, I think.
Yeah, that's probably more spendy land down there. You don't want to get further north, to get the climate that you want, and get more of the moderate deal. They're all snowflakes and stuff where she's at.
You could move to Ukiah, start a goat farm.
Yeah. I don't know, Rhonda. All I know is that I thought that the decor of Trump Tower, I think that the white and gold would have worked better than brown and gold. Oh well.
I want to address the comment, Michelle. Somebody's asking you if you felt bad about the kid, knowing that the kids were in Trump Towers. I would say that I would feel a lot better about those kids in Trump Towers than I would about the kids that were hanging with Bill Clinton's friend Epstein. So that's where I'd put that at.
Epstein was Mossad.
I still do support Trump because what he's trying to do, make America great again. I don't know much about his personal life. I really don't care about his personal life. What I do care about is how he's trying to look at the problems that America is having as a businessman does. And I understand.
I mean, I know. Who cares about morals, ethics, or principles anymore? Really? Like, you're going to try to guilt somebody with morals and ethics and principles? Shut up. Who cares? No one cares anymore. No one has any more principles. The only principles I've got is vice principals.
We know that Epstein was friends with the Clintons and the Obamas.
It's like that No Effects song. That's the kids.
Oh.
Yeah. And those kids are going to grow up into adults, and they're going to be little perverts themselves.
Trump was Diddy's roommate. I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to do my best to hold my life together and trying to plan my economy.
So what if Clinton is if Trump is in the files? That doesn't mean that he did anything. It just means he visited the island. And yes, there was a lot of Democrats and Republicans alike, and a number of them went there for the purpose of business, of gatherings to to rub shoulders with other businessmen.
Yeah.
A lot more are there for other reasons. Those are the ones we want.
I still don't like Trump, but if he's going to make me money, I'm all for it. All these people and their feelings, shut up. No one cares. It's about paying bills and making things easier for yourself, not worrying about what's in somebody's pants or in their head. Who cares? Shut up.
Why are these people concerned about who went to Epstein Island when they weren't for the last 4 years under Biden, and they weren't concerned about who was on Epstein Island either during the previous 8-year administration? You know,
yeah, I mean, just remember the party's over on the taxpayer's dime. The party's over on the taxpayer's dime. Now the taxpayer gets to make a little bit of money and party. Sorry about your luck.
It doesn't make sense to you, General Rhonda, because you haven't paid attention to what's happening in there. It's all over the media where Bill Clinton was involved with Epstein's. Got his pictures all over the place with Epstein. You know, so I mean, do a little study. Just step away from NBC and CNN and look out for other news sources where you can find a variety of news sources. You know, I mean,
if you're watching mainstream media, you're out of your mind.
I get it, Mojo.
Read a book.
Rhonda, you weren't worried about that 6-year-old when it was under the Biden administration, were you? I would say that we're more concerned about that than you are. It was the Republican Party that wants the Epstein files all released. Hey, if Trump's on there, he can prove his innocence or not. We're all for that. We know that he's probably on the list. We know Bill Clinton's on the list. We know Hillary's even on the list. You know, so what? Let the list be exposed, and we'll see who's guilty.
Profligates, and I'm nonpartisan, and you guys know how I feel.
And I got a feeling Diddy was on the list too, wasn't he, Chris?
The Black Epstein?
What was that, Michelle?
Do you think Diddy was on the list too?
I don't doubt that there's tons of people on the list. And I wouldn't doubt that the list has also been manipulated on who's on it too. So I don't know what to expect. All I know is the Clintons or the Democrats didn't want nothing to do with exposing that list now that Trump's there.
Rhonda, I don't really care much about the list. I really don't.
That's insane. I just saw the most beautiful woman get out of a dump truck. She's driving a dump truck. She had a dump truck.
The dump truck driving a dump truck. The Democrats want to see the list because they assume Trump is guilty. The Republicans want to see the list because we want to know who needs to be tried for these heinous crimes. All Rhonda's concerned about is Trump. Is he on the list? Is he on the list? Doesn't matter to her whether he's guilty or not. But us Republicans, we want to know who's on the list and see who we need to send to trial.
Well, I don't think it's impossible that Diddy know about Epstein. I think they know about each other. I think they did. Holly Weird is messed up anyway. You know that. Even Carmen says she doesn't even recognize the Holly Weird of today versus when she was on the movies. It's not the same anymore. It's worse.
All I care about is they find out who's on the list. And I don't care if it is Trump, if it's Clinton. I don't care if it's Obama. I don't care if it's the governor of California or the governor of the state where I'm at, Oregon. I don't care who's on the list. If they are accused of a crime, they need their day in court. Even Trump included. Anybody that's been diddling with children needs to go to jail. You know, I mean, I don't, just because I believe that Trump is on the list doesn't mean that everybody on the list is automatically guilty of diddling with children.
This country's becoming too soft.
Well, I think it's kind of weird how obviously people have his guest lists. I mean,
I
don't have guest lists.
Let me point out something about
Trump. You hardly ever had any guests anyway. True.
Let me point out something about Trump being on the list. If Trump had been on that list, if the Democrats really thought that he was up to something there that he shouldn't have been doing, Don't you think that Obama and Biden both would have brought that on out? Don't you think they would have exposed Trump a long time ago? No, they
Yeah, 'cause they
didn't.
tried to lock him up, remember? So they've got
Oh
him out
yeah,
there.
you bet they would have. You know that they would love to drag Trump to the dirt. The Russian collusion thing was a giant flim flam too, you know. And Pam Bounty is now is still investigating that. But the Epstein
Yeah,
list,
and Trump.
Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton are definitely on the hot seat right now.
And it took Trump to get that Epstein list released. Not the Bidens, not the Democrats, not Rhonda up here that's trying to point at Trump. It's Trump that got that released. You know, and you're hollering at Trump. Come on, Rhonda. Talk to me, Rhonda. Talk to me, Rhonda. You're trying to accuse Trump. Trump's the one that's releasing the list. Did Biden release the list? No. I'll bet you Biden's name is on there. Are you worried about Biden? No.
Good question. Why didn't Biden release the list?
Rage for the machine.
And the reason is because he realized if he released the list that he would be implicating every single Democrat and foreign national leaders too. So, and Trump realized the same thing was likely to happen if he released the list to the public, because foreign national leaders are also on that list.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's not, they would have implemented, I mean, they can show whoever they want on the list.
You're right.
They can block
the other side wants to release the list.
Democrats are on the list, but they didn't show Trump. That's bogus. That's a lame excuse. They would have nailed Trump to the cross on it if he had been doing. I don't doubt that he was there, but if they
Mossad has the list and Epstein's not even dead.
If they had caught him diddling, knew that he was diddling with those children, then they would have nailed him to the cross. They don't have nothing on him. I say nail him all the interviews, even on NBC and CBS on the interviews where they have the guys, the lawyers and stuff. They says, "Well, I know that he was there, but we don't have any evidence that he did anything." Huh? That was on CNN News. That was on NBC News. They're saying, we don't have anything that he actually did anything. We just know that he was there.
Well, at least Trump
kill them all.
At least Trump has been keeping his word. That's the thing that you have to remember, Rhonda. Trump has been keeping his words.
Trump knows he can prove his innocence. Now we got to see if the rest of them can.
I've heard that rumor that Epstein's not dead. I don't know if that's true.
Dead. Prove it. Prove it. All the mystery that surrounded all that, prove it.
Oh, I don't know if I don't have any proof of
it. Can anybody here watching or in the chat or on the panel prove it without the shadow of a doubt?
We're doing okay, Abdel. How are you doing today?
I can't. Can you prove that he is dead? I mean, that's the question. We can't prove either side. We can't.
It all points back to Mossad. It's so easy. If you don't know what Mossad is, that's the Israeli intelligence agency, which Epstein was absolutely a part of.
And let's not forget, right now, we got another issue, which is this. Number one, Israel isn't exactly the best of friends either right now with anybody. And Benjamin Netanyahu is more than likely is probably in cahoots with some of the stuff going on too. Maybe not so much the list, but he may not be innocent on that area too. I don't know. We don't have the names.
Rhonda's calling somebody nuts. That's pretty laughable.
I was thinking the same thing.
Wow, you look very loopy in the chat. how easily people are controlled by simple words, too. It's pretty funny. What you said. No, you were saying. It's all about what you were saying, not what anybody else said.
Look, I'm unit 8200.
You're the nutcase for bringing any of it up to begin with, because who really cares? At the end of the day, does it matter? Is it affecting anybody? No. Except for those kids. What kids? You got some names?
Oh, speaking of
If not,
another
shut
kid
up.
issue, Pope Leo XIV is now demanding that all dioceses have an independent councils investigating any priestly abuses that is independent of the cardinal or the archbishop, so that they will be reporting right straight on their own individual investigations into any priestly abuses. And obviously some bishops are a little bit upset
Media
about
is
that.
straight crap.
Yeah,
Now you're projecting. Now you're projecting. Did you not hear that I said nonpartisan? You look insane.
Yeah.
God, you get triggered by keywords into saying and doing certain things. You're so typical. It's pathetic. Good Lord. Get a grip. You're a clown.
But Pope Leo XIV wants to have a third Vatican Council. Which I can see why that could be a thing. Third Vatican Council.
You get wet middle, huh? Yeah, you that one little girl.
Right. Well, can anyone prove that Epstein's not dead? Can anyone prove that Elvis is not dead? Well, Elvis would be an old fart by now, but that's actually a good question.
Well, what's Elvis's age? You do the math on the age, you know. If it's in the realm of possibility,
he
sure.
died
But
in
if they're too old,
1977.
how old will he be now?
I don't know. How does anyone know? My God, let's see. If he was born in the 40s, he'd probably be about 80 to 100 right now. Yeah, if he's alive,
Remember, they lost
he's an
the
old
tape and the
codger.
camera was shut off when Epstein passed away, right? You know, just mysteriously. So, prove it.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Some real winners in the chat there, huh?
He would be nearly 90.
That's what we've been saying, Rhonda. Release the files. And Trump already ordered the files to be released.
Swiss cheese is delicious.
Rhonda doesn't get it. Trump already ordered for the files to be released.
I'm sure somewhere in the Pirate Bay, this information is probably sitting on some private hacker server somewhere for you to download. Right, 1933. So you figure, like, about 90 years old. So it'd be about my father's age. I think my father was born in 32 or 34. The point is that's pretty interesting, you know. Well, you might be able to find something on the, if you go on Tor and go on the dark web, you might be able to find these files. It's funny, I did install Tor, but I never used it to access the dark web. I don't really know what it would go for. Yeah, I do know Hulk Hogan. He died at 71. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that would be interesting to go dig it up on the Pirate Bay, or go on the the Tor browser and go research the dark web. There's probably more documents in over there than you want to know about.
Yeah.
About 20 minutes. 176 degrees. 12. Okay. We're doing pretty good today, guys. So we had a good morning show. We did cover a lot of different things today. They still have Pirate Bay. Yeah, it still exists, but it's kind of hard to get at it. There's so many ISPs kind of blocked them. But if you have a VPN, or if you have the Tor browser, you can get it. I do have a VPN, which I hardly use much. I have Tunnel Bear, which I haven't been using a lot. So. I'm looking at it rather from a different thing. If Trump starts coming up with brain dead, stupid legislation ideas, I probably would stop supporting him more, for the fact is that if he's not properly keeping his promises to make it better again, if he starts making America worse again, Mawa, I don't think I'd be happy with a president that was doing Mawa, make America worse again. So that means Biden included. Biden made America worse again. But right now, I do kind of question some of his actions, if it's gonna really do any good. Like, where is he gonna come up? Trump is supposed to be coming up with a couple, like, $40 trillion stimulus. Wait, how are you gonna come up with $40 trillion stimulus? We owe $40 trillion to foreign countries already.
They're just going to print more money,
So how are you
Michelle.
going to come up with a stimulus?
Just print more money. You know, that's what everybody does. Why not? Who cares, right? They don't.
Oh, they're just making excuses to basically flood the market with more money, which only sends hyperinflation even worse.
Yeah, you know, why not? It doesn't affect them.
Hey, Rhonda.
Oh, it does affect them. It affects them too. But one thing is, they probably try to get themselves the tax exemptions.
Rhonda, if Trump is proven not to be a pedophile, are you going to start supporting him? I think that's a valid question.
I support Trump, but as long as he's doing the right thing for the economy, I don't really personally care so much about his personal life. I want to see this country do better. So if Trump's
annoying.
I think Trump realizes he can't run again. He can't, so he knows that. So I think he doesn't have the same fortitude that he did when he first ran as president. I think he's kind of a little bit. I think he's a little more lackluster now. I think because he's been contaminated with political. He's not the same man he was when he first got in.
Trump used to be a Democrat.
Yes, I know he used to be a Democrat.
They're all flip-flops.
Well, guess
I can't wait till the super radical, real fascist party arrives and rises up and takes the country over. Then everybody's going to be in trouble. We all lose then.
Elizabeth Warren used to be a Republican. Did you know that? Yes, Elizabeth Warren used to be a Republican.
And George Bush Jr. voted for Nader.
Yeah. So the point is, to them it's a giant game. A Game of Thrones. You know, they don't really worry about so much about the little guy. They're just thinking about themselves. Sorry, Trump, you're just as guilty. You know, right now you've been contaminated by political stink, and you know it. It's just true. You see, you can pick you gotta pick the best of the least of the stinkers. You know, Trump right now is starting to smell like he needs a shower. But and that's not a joke. It's true. All right.
Well, Michelle, I can't stand Trump as a person, as an individual. But I tell you what, I love what he's doing for our country on our economy and
Right,
everything
I
else.
agree. He can be a bombastic asshole. I agree.
And that's what the Democrats can't stand. They can't stand that he is doing so well, especially after Biden failed us so much.
Yeah, well, they chose Biden. Why didn't they pick someone better? Why did they pick such losers? They could have picked a better candidate.
Because that's the brain mentality of the Democrats. They don't know how to pick somebody better. That's the best they can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I know he passed away.
Unfortunately, Brian, you are totally
we did
correct.
we did talk about the Hulk Hogan thing, yeah. We also talked about Paducah, Kentucky too, which is interesting. From what Gaming Theory said, Paducah sounds a little like Torrington, sometimes known as Borington. Not exactly the most exciting place. Unfortunately, Gaming Theory, that's the sad reality when you get older. I know what you're talking about. Yep. No, I did not vote for that.
I just love how people are making presumptions and judgments based off a list that doesn't actually make accusations.
Well, what about let's talk about another about hot topic about Diddy. I mean, I bring up Diddy because he and his California group were influencing our kids too. Okay, they were causing problems too. How do we know that he didn't have any tie-in with Epstein? We don't. I mean, so. I mean, we keep forgetting that Epstein was not even It was not even in Hollyweird. Hollyweird is just weird, okay? Even Carmen said she would never want to live in Hollyweird as it is now. It's nothing like her time. Nothing. It's really out of control. I mean, she supported Franklin Delano Roosevelt, but she would never support what was going on now. Oh no. Well, I'm glad he was proven by a jury that he was not guilty. I think he got hit by a couple charges, but they weren't the main ones. But remember, one thing about people in the mainstream media, or they got the money, they got the lawyers. The lawyers can get him off almost every charge. I mean, a lot of people are trying to vote for the best candidate for the job. That's why Trump was voted in for a third time by me. Okay? Because I know he's got the brains. I know he has the business acumen. That's what I wanted to see this country needed. I don't personally care about his bombastic attitude. I don't care the way he likes to brag about certain things. But I do like the fact is that he does have a businessman's sense of how to run a major corporation. Okay, even if he had a couple real lemons in his career, that's okay. A lot of businessmen have had lemons, but you know, I don't think me and Trump would necessarily like each other if we met each other in person. I mean, because I probably would take him to the woodshed, and just tell him, look, Mr. Trump, I love the way you love gold, and you like to brag about how great you're going to do this, great you're going to do that. But you know what you never said to me? You never said anything to American people. How is your system going to help the lowest of the low-income people that are born here that are being screwed by the system? I still would love to hear his answer on that. Yeah, I know I voted him in, but the point is, let's be honest, he did do some good. Biden couldn't even figure out where to take a good one when he got done, when he had to all of a sudden go to the toilet, all of a sudden he used his pants instead. Trump at least knows how to use the toilet. No, it's not the 1960s. Unfortunately, if it was the 1960s, we still would have had a more ethical political system. Right, David S. I agree. We don't know if he ever visited. Oh, Abdel, I try to stay away from fried foods anyway. Don't worry about it. My cholesterol levels don't need to go any higher. Oh, yeah. He shit his own pants when he was meeting up with Pope Francis. What does that tell you? I don't know. It's just weird. Weird the way this all works. But I do know one thing. I'm going to be doing a video this afternoon on the porch. As far as, are we doing anything tonight? I don't know. But, I don't have kids. And second of all, I don't support Diddy, and I don't really support Epstein either, so. The DOJ has a list and they didn't release it.
What I want to know is why did the FBI conclude that Epstein had no client list? Well, why did they say that? Now, obviously, Trump is saying they have a list. He's not hiding it. But the FBI, under the administration of Joe Biden, said there was no client list. Well, why is that? Doesn't that raise kind of questions that Trump is pushing to have the list released? Yet the FBI directed that, or said that there was
Hammer Nails,
no.
I agree with you 100%. You said, I don't trust anyone with the amount of money that they can exploit every sick and twisted desire they have. Yes, I agree. And they have ways of getting away with it, too.
Well, it's being reported. It was reported on on NBC, NPR, CNN. They all reported that there was no Epstein list. And all of a sudden, these Democrats are coming on out. We want to see the Epstein list. According to you guys, there is no Epstein list. All of a sudden, Trump's the one that comes on out and says, I'm going to expose the Epstein list. And all of a sudden, we want to see the Epstein list, the list that you guys said didn't exist. You guys are nuts.
No, I didn't say that. I never said that.
They're trying to put words in our mouths, Michelle. Don't worry about it. They're trying to play the word card here. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, I know. It's just stupid, though. I don't know when the DJ is gonna, the Department of Justice is gonna release the list. I don't know when they're gonna do that. I know that they're still investigating the Russian collusion too. Pam Bondi's trying to investigate that also. So I have no idea what's gonna be revealed. You know,
If Trump gets his way, that list will be revealed. It's the Democrats that don't really want it exposed. They even were denying that it even existed. That's what they did. That's why they don't want it to show. But all of a sudden now the Democrats are saying we want to see the list. Now they're acknowledging that there is a list when they wouldn't acknowledge before that there was one. What are the Democrats hiding on us?
yeah, I don't know what the Democrats are hiding, but right now it's just crazy. It's a messy, messy, messy situation. You know what's weird? What? You ate some
We still
cereal
want
this
to see
morning,
the
right?
list.
Yeah. Why are you hungry again?
We still want to see the list.
Don't know.
Rhonda, we still want to see the list. We just expect something else is going to be found other than what you guys are saying. You guys were the ones that were in denial that the list even existed. You guys were all saying, hey, the FBI says that there is no list, therefore the FBI is right, there is no list. What were the Democrats trying to cover up?
I've been missing you too, Hammer Nails. Why haven't you been here? This is the first time in a while I saw you. I didn't really see you much yesterday.
Rhonda, you will get the list. Don't worry, you will get the list. It will be there. Trump will make sure that everybody gets to see it.
So
The
some
Democrats-
Hispanic or black just hit my car, Michelle, and decided to take off. I recorded all of it, Michelle. It's up on my shorts on my channel. And again, I want to say it's a Hispanic or black.
Did you call
Hit and
Tina?
run.
Well,
Did you call
Hit and run.
say what? Someone hit your car?
Yeah, Hispanic or a black. He was very dark, whatever he was, Michelle.
Did you call
I got
an
his license
insurance
plate.
company?
Yes. And I explained to them exactly who it was. And they said it was a Hispanic or a black. I said I wasn't even sure because it was so dark in that car.
You gave him the
But I did
license
get
tag number?
Yes. You want me to read it to you, Michelle? New York
No,
plates.
no, you don't need
Hold
to
on.
read it to me.
Oh.
Yeah, Nads wants to know if it was a man or a woman that hit you.
It was a male, Hispanic, or black Nads.
Was it a man or a woman, though?
A male.
Okay.
You didn't chase him down and have him deported?
What, and get shot or possibly raped? No, thank you. Blacks and Hispanics will do that on a daily. It's like you not bathing.
Else.
You have firearms. You can shoot back.
Well, the show actually did pretty good today. I'm actually pretty happy with what the content is, that we covered so many different things. I think that's a good thing. Currently, the sub count is 10,812.
All right, so did you gain any subs?
It's like watching the goddamn stock report. And now the latest ticker value from MicheleMarieDalene's channel, 10,812 as of the time of currently 12:54 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At the time the market will close today, the score will probably be 10,810. Oh,
but Michelle, did you gain subs?
No, it keeps going up and down like the stock market.
All right, well, Michelle, I just gained 300 subs in the past, 24 hours, Michelle.
Good.
I'm up to 20. You want to know how I did it?
What's that?
I'm saying, do you want to know how I did it? Or you don't care?
But I know what the CEO on YouTube suggested for me to do.
Well, what did they say?
Make more videos, 30-minute videos for TV, because that's what a lot of people watching the shows is on their TV now.
What?
Yes.
What? Wait, are you sure you're talking to the CEO of YouTube?
He's been posting videos on YouTube, giving advice to people how to beat the algorithm. If you're looking at my channel, you would know I've been posting them in general chat on my channel and Nad's channel, showing what he's suggesting what people should do if they want to continue to grow their channel on their small channels.
Chris, please speak some sense into this fucking delinquent. Michelle, you're retarded, Michelle. That's not true.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily false either. Everybody has different ideas, Noodles. I mean, you can go look at.
Yeah, I know, but Michelle, when are you gonna realize that your ideas don't work?
Well, not necessarily my ideas. A lot of them come from VidIQ is one of them that suggests certain things. The CEO of YouTube is suggesting other things. A lot of the stuff that come from is different viewpoints, and that's what I'm saying. That's what confuses everybody. Because
so you're saying that the CEO
of YouTube has pointed out how a small channel can grow in the algorithm, given what the statistics are showing. That right now YouTube is outbeating even Netflix, and more people watching this stuff on their televisions.
Chris, can you please talk some sense into this woman, please?
Sorry. I can't do what you and Gitty have failed at.
1390.
Say what? You can't get what you do. You can't do what you get. You have felt out. What does that mean?
I mean, this is out of control, Joe. What you're saying is that the CEO of YouTube is telling you to do this? What's the
He's
CEO's
posted
name?
several videos and suggestions on how people, small channels, can continue to grow. And he said the most important thing you need to know is more people are watching these YouTube channels on their televisions than they are on their phones.
No, Michelle, they're watching most of them on their phones. Nobody's watching. Michelle, who's telling you this?
I just told you who's telling me this. The CEO of YouTube and another channel called VidIQ is telling us these things.
VidIQ?
VidIQ. He helps channels grow. He shows you what you need to do to grow, and he said the same thing. YouTube is outbeat Netflix even. Is the major content provider.
I mean, there's no way this could be true.
Well, look at it. Sounds like you can try anything you want, which might work for you, may not work for Michelle. What may work for Michelle might not work for you.
Wait, but we proved that what worked for me worked for Michelle.
I can't prove what works for you because I'm not you, but I can tell you what has and has not worked for me. Like I told Grizz yesterday. On the New York trip, on the New York trip, we had approximately 233 viewers an hour in NYC. Okay, average 233 views an hour in NYC.
Michelle, we proved to you that what I do works for you. We proved that.
Yeah.
We proved that over and over again, Michelle. So what are you talking about?
The point is, it seems that there's different ideas of what works for some and doesn't work for others, and that's
okay. So let me ask you a question. When this doesn't work, right? Are you going to continue to do it? Are you going to continue to say, well, the YouTube CEO told me to do this, so we're going to continue to do this until I don't have a channel anymore?
Well, I'm glad what you're doing is working for you, but you also have been doing more podcasts too. I saw that.
I did one podcast.
You did. You're doing a little video clips, so you're doing all the different illustrations on your Discord. I've seen the different videos showing you making different sketches. I know you're doing the
podcast. Those are shorts. Those are 15-second shorts.
Yeah, I know.
What are your 15-second shorts?
I don't do 15-second shorts. I did one with the headphones. That was a 30. That was one that went viral. That was the only one. Well, it didn't go viral, but it did good. It did good. Talking about how we had to fix the headphones, but it didn't get fixed the way I wanted to fix it.
How many views did you get on that?
832.
Okay. So you put out a video of you trying to fix headphones and you couldn't fix them.
That was the clip when it was actually explaining that the headphones were fixed, but I didn't get a chance to repair them the way I wanted to.
I'm confused. I don't know.
Yeah, that's because of that stupid false obituary that I'm not dead. Did you tell your AI that I'm not dead? Send your AI my video by this channel right now.
Who cares if you're dead? I'd rather people think that I'm dead. How's that affecting me? Michelle, I don't get you anymore. Seriously, like you're a You're
I'm
a
not a
denier?
racist either, Rhonda. I really am not a racist either.
You're somewhat of a denier, Michelle. And again, if the Holocaust had anything to do with sub counts and everything, you'd be denying the Holocaust.
I don't deny the Holocaust either. Jesus Christ. I don't.
Yeah, but I'm saying you would if it had anything to do with fucking sub counts and views and all this other crap, Michelle. You deny.
I don't deny anything. Well, anyway, besides that, I think it's just about time to get ready to wrap it up. It's only 1:03. Yeah, I know. Right now it's starting to get a little. It's starting to get a little spicy in here, and I don't like spicy food. No. But that's a good question. Why doesn't Yasir come on the panel anymore?
Yasir's got a job.
Okay, well, I'm sure you could have answered that question. It says because I'm having problems with Discord. Oh, I mean the Google Meets panel is different. It's not the Discord. Anyway, so everybody, panel, I want to say thank you everybody for being up here today. So yes, let's see, Sherry, you want Mojo's email or Mojo wants Sherry's email? Mojo wants Sherry's email. I'll get that out to you as soon as I can. And so panel, you want to say anything before you go?
Yeah, Michelle, I'd like to say that you don't really care about your channel. You don't really care about views. You're the most selfish person I've ever met in my life. And you ask people for help, and then they try to give it to you, and you tell them to go fuck off.
Anyone else?
Go ahead, Grizz.
You're on your own, Noodles.
Okay, so I'll see you guys in the panel later.
All right, bye.
Bye. I'm starting to get a little salsa Chianti in here. But I'm not really interested in getting into all the major disputes about how to do a show. It's difficult sometimes because sometimes YouTube itself keeps changing the rules or recommendations and things like that. I swear to God they do that just to confuse everybody. No, I just wrapped it up right now, but you can be on the panel tomorrow. Morning show. Alright, so let's get to the outro. You do it first, Michelle. Okay. May all of you guys keep each other's needs in mind. Keep the love of Jesus Christ and the Father in your heart. Father Yahweh, Mother Asna. Be good to your neighbors, be good to your friends, be good to the homeless, be good to the local pets. It's a lot. It is. And don't forget that keep cool. It's going to be getting a little warm out there again today and tomorrow. Watch out for thunderstorms, lightning, and things like that. We would like to see you be around for the Friday show. That would be a good idea. Okay, the service is in, and go in peace, love, kindness, and don't forget to party on, dude. And we'll see you all in the morning. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
MicheleMarieDalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way. Twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she